What's up guys, my name is DJ. I am also known as 702 Marine. This is my first video and ever on YouTube. So this is all going to be a learning experience for me, as well as you getting to know me. It's a learning experience. Pull up a drink. We're going to get started on our first project, and that's with the BulkMan3D CNC machine. I've been looking into these CNC machines for quite a long time, wanting to get into it because I wanted to take my woodworking to another level and be able to make some better product. Also, I've got a olive tree that I cut down a couple years ago, and the wood's nice and seasoned and ready to go, and I want to make some cutting boards and some stuff like that. So CNC machine really is something that will afford being able to produce a lot of those at a really good quality. If you're new to this environment, or you haven't found things that really are that helpful, I'm hoping to solve that issue with this video series that I'm going to do about this BulkMan3D Workbee CNC machine. So I got this machine off of eBay, and it was roughly about $1,900. It has the Mach 3 controller. It has a 2.2 kilowatt water cooled spindle. It's got the drag trains. It's got the 2.45 in NEMA 23 stepper motors. It's supposed to have a lot of good torque to it and be able to be real smooth with their operation. What I got was the 1500 millimeters by 1500 millimeter machine screw drive. Screw drive runs a little bit slower than a belt drive, but belts stretch, screws don't. So you will have the very fine details of accuracy that you can achieve from the screw drive that you can't from just the belt. The big thing with BulkMan, and why I decided to go with them, is because they have a lot of good reviews when it comes to customer service and support for their products. This is just a little bit of the manuals for this CNC machine. I'm still printing more, but you'll get all this stuff. And Workbee CNC, that whole thing, just like in 3D printing world and all that stuff, it's all open source stuff. So it's stuff that somebody freaking invented, spent a lot of time on, and then put it out there for the masses, for the benefit of everybody. BulkMan3D is a certain company that produces this open source CNC machine, and they have a great package, quite a few upgrades that make it run and operate a little bit better. So that's why all around I went with BulkMan. You can find cheaper if you're more wanting to do that, but there might be a lot more legwork on your part. There might be a lot more research that you have to do on your part to get the information that BulkMan has put together for you. On this video, we're going to do the unboxing. The box has been sitting here for a couple of weeks, and it's time to get them open. So this is a 4-axis machine, which means you can do posts like fence posts and stuff like that, or guardrail posts for stairways and things like that. This right here is that 4-axis machine. This does not come with this package. I got this as an add-on, and it's not from BulkMan, but this is something I'll be adding later. And you see, so your post would go here, and here's your end stop, and then this will rotate as it sees fit, while the drill bit from the CNC machine goes down and carves it out. We'll do a review on this way down the line, long after I've got this set up and learned how to use it. But it definitely, this machine comes with 4th axis ready to go. So you just need to add this 4th axis, and you'll be set with that. Get a blade. Actually, we'll go with this one. This is my Benchmade blade that I've had since my last deployment with the Marine Corps in 2010. I've broken the blade twice. I've sent it back to Benchmade. They've replaced it for free twice. I just fell in love with it. So again, as you can see, this is a BulkMan3D. Got my name on it and everything. This came from China via FedEx, and it came I think in 7 days, which is pretty freaking impressive coming from China. So and during this whole COVID crazy crap that we've been going through. So I'm pretty sure this is the spindle because of just the sheer weight of it. So yeah, get the spindle. My cat's over here. She can play with that stuff. Let's see. Nope. Emergency stop button. Wish I had that on the kids. We got the cooling lines for the water-cooled spindle. Oh, here we go. This is the whole brain of the operation. This is the Novu Sun CNC controller. This is what you would use. This is what you're going to be using the Mach 3 software to control this. Data port, plug into the side. That side, that's over there. I'm doing all this part of it in the house because it's just more comfortable. My wife would probably prefer that I didn't, but I wanted to put together in here. So that's what I'm doing. Just a water pump. That's for your, obviously your water-cooled spindle. That over there, these things over there. Drag chain. So another thing about BulkMan is that they give you this drag chain, but they give you a whole bunch of it so that you can expand this even further. She's very nosy. I'm assuming that's one of the access controls. Power box. This is Sassy, by the way. She's a Bengal cat, and she's very nosy. She's always right there in the middle of my stuff that I'm doing. So yeah, that was an access control, is another one. So that's 2, 3, 4. That's the box. Let's see. Oh, this is the spindle controller. This might be a video all in itself. Setting this thing up from some of the stuff that I've seen. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. As I learn, I'll try to convey it to you guys. This is the spindle head. Alright guys, well, so it turns out that I don't really know this camera system very well, and I got cut off right at a point that I wasn't aware of. So I've already taken most of the boxes out to the trash, but we'll get back to it. Try to pick up where I left off with the spindle. This sucker is water cooled. It is, I'd say, 15 pounds. It easily cracks some of these out. Look at the drag chains. Talked about the coolant lines. Water pump for your water cooled spindle. Also, what I was saying was that yes, all this stuff is from China. But if we all live in reality, everything's from China. So the best thing I think we can do is get the best bang for our buck, be able to do what we can, and produce stuff ourselves that's made in America. So if we do that, we leverage that in our favor, then I think we can still turn out doing pretty good as far as American-made stuff. So we had this is the controller for the spindle. Covered that. This is I'm going to assume this is probably power line because of the gauge and everything. This is definitely stepper motor wire. We're going to be doing a lot of soldering and a lot of wire connections. That's the data cord. These are the axes that we have. This is 4 axis, like I was saying. It comes 4 axis ready to go. You're only going to be using 3 axes as this comes set up like it is, but then you have the option to add the 4th axis that I showed you earlier, and we'll hack all that out at a later date. We have the stop button. We have the power. We have the stepper motors, the NEMA 23 stepper motors. Novasun brain. So the thing about BulkMan 2, it was a plus, and why I wanted to go with them is that everything is meticulously packaged and labeled. There is nothing on here that is going to surprise you. Everything's labeled, how many pieces you should have, and I guarantee that if you have an issue or you're missing something or whatever it is, all you got to do is send BulkMan a message, and they're very responsive, and they will send it to you as fast as they can. Spacers, like I said, everything, it's all marked, labeled, everything in detail. There's some brackets for the extrusions. in stops. Sometimes it can be tricky, but having these is just, it helps you tremendously. That's a screw drive tensioner. This 1500 by 1500 machine, one of the things that was a problem was you were getting slap in the actual threaded rod. They've solved that, and they've included a few different things to improve that, to make that not happen. There's spacers for the stepper motors. Some wire. This will probably upgrade that kind of wire. Bolts, nuts. This is a thrust bearing. Acme nut block. Our end plates. This stuff is beautiful. There's no sharp burrs on the edges. It's cuts nice and smooth. Everything's rounded off. I mean, good quality, really good quality. No complaints. This is all 20 different cullets for your spindle, so you could fit any size bit you could possibly imagine with the kit that they give you. This right here alone would probably set you back $150 if you could track them all down. Here they are, all with you, ready to go. This is the full kit, so it's got everything. Once you put it together, obviously. That's the trick. That's the difference between getting this from overseas, saving some money, is that you got to put a little elbow grease into getting it put together and set up. But you learn, and that's the most important thing, because then you can do better. Self-improvement is the best improvement. This is the spindle block. In other models from other manufacturers that I've seen, this is always plastic. This is definitely nicely machined, solid aluminum. This is not going to have any issues here at all. Got your wheels that go on your bearings to go on the tracks here. L brackets, spacers, more end plates, more end plates, more brackets. That's your drag chain bracket. I've heard some pros and cons about this, and there's some 3D prints out there that you can make better brackets for the drag chain. We'll see what we do. We'll see when we get there, and how that's going to work out. Bearings, T-nuts, aluminum spacers, low profile screws. I mean, it's all just perfectly labeled. You know exactly what it is. When you follow the step-by-step instructions, it's going to be all labeled and notated exactly what bag you got to go to. It's perfect. Complete and very organized kit for sure. That's also part of the value that they give you, that you're not going to get from a cheaper version somewhere else. Here's your metal extrusions, your aluminum extrusions. like I said, the video cut off, so it's not coming out of the box right now, but it did earlier, just so you know. You got all these different extrusions. Like I said before, this is the just plain aluminum color. They do have it in black, and you can order that. I was a little late after I placed my order and requesting the black, so I wasn't able to get it because my stuff was already on its way. But if that's what you want, it was just a personal preference. I wanted the black. There's that. And then this is your screw drives. The longest screw drives I've seen, but I'm looking forward to the accuracy and the good cuts and stuff that we're going to get out of this. So there it is. That's the unboxing. Everything's here, and it's going to be a process, but we're going to hopefully try to detail that as much as possible for you, because I know that, like I said, when I was looking, I didn't find a lot of videos that really detailed the actual assembly, setup, programming, all that. And as I learned, I'm going to try to convey that to you guys, so you can be more informed buyer whenever you make this leap into this. And you know, I mean, $2,000 for some people is a lot. $2,000 for some people is, you know, dropping the hat. But usually those people that it's just a drop in the hat, those are usually the people that have things made for themselves, have things made for them rather than making it for themselves. So I don't do that. So until next time, we'll see you later.